I can't believe I lost all my intro footage for this episode. Have to make it again then. It's gonna take a long time. Don't really know what to do. It's just annoying, man. Losing the footage like that. Just not being able to finish the recording. So irritating. Okay, welcome back. Probably just, yeah, I lost all the footage for my introduction originally, so having to redo it after I've completed the build. So how about I do it differently? In fact, I'm not going to fly there. I'm going to take a boat, because I feel like as Minecraft players, once we get elytras, we start to fly too short distances. I need to walk more. So how about I grab a boat and we'll go over to where the build is. Okay, you can see it coming into view now. The start of my new area I'm going to call Ridgewood. And then you got, so it's going to be a port, as you can see. Got a layout for some buildings. The ironworks over the top of my iron farm. A forest behind to set the scene. And then just the port / dock there. So this is what I did for this episode. So as you can see, this is what it looks like currently, with some additions that won't be, like this path transitioning to Podzo and the core start. But yeah, how about I show you how I did this build. Okay, so I have done a little bit stuff off camera, like working out the design for the retaining walls, and I think I want to, and the path as well, and I think I want to use this design here, and then use stone brick, like stairs, walls, chiseled stone bricks, and polished basalt, as well as working out how far I want to have, and maybe 2 layers as well, so I have more buildings here, and then bring it out and round, and then keep doing that round here. So what I'm going to need to do is go out and, well, go and mine all this down. So I went out and grabbed a lot more shulker boxes because running out of them, and then I'll mine all this down and store it all up and probably cover all this up, and then I'll work out what to do here because I want to have it like move into something. I don't want it just to stop. I want it to flow into the forest. So I have to retrain this, and then yeah, the main reason I stopped with the forest for the moment was I'm running out of azalea leaves. So I've stopped here, but as you can see, it looks really nice, I think. And it's going to work really well as a background all over here. And then just trying out patches of foliage, as probably would have seen in it whilst building this. Patches of different things. So yeah, and I think it just adds in the pops of colour that are needed from a distance. So yeah, I'm gonna sort this part out, maybe put some stairs around here to bring it down, but I don't know how much I'm gonna do this episode because the first bit of the recording crashed and didn't fully record, so I'm gonna need to re-record that, which you have probably already seen. So yeah, but just walking through the forest, it looks good, and I added these tree stumps, which I think work pretty nicely. And then yeah, just having gaps where things need to be, and then the smoke as well. It's really nice. But I'll walk through the build because you won't have seen, I haven't talked about that. Pretty simple, just using mud brick because it pop and stand out compared to a lot of grey that I'm going to use around here. And the door here with dark oak shelves, bit of window, and then shading down like everywhere else, and then just added different colour. I used acacia wood, and it does also have a little tint of an orange, but it's very subtle. And just having doors in, and then into the iron farm, and round the back, bit of storage, and then my favourite part of this build, the copper golem doing some graffiti on the back behind the forest, and then using wool to transition it into the mud to make it look like it's more so graffiti than just a painting on a canvas, which I think works really nicely. The only problem would be the border, but I tried matching the colours as best as I could. But yeah, I really like that, and just give him a brush so it actually looks like he's doing stuff. But yeah, I need to go out, get more azalea leaves, maybe some more other leaves. I don't know how much. Don't know. Could do with some more spruce. This was a nearly full shulker box, but azalea leaves are what really needed. I still have a lot of birch, and then maybe need some more tuff as well, which is going to be a bit difficult to get. So I'm going to mine this out, replicate this down there, and then I'll be pretty ready to continue the forest. So I will go and do that. Okay, so I have expanded the area of, well, platform where all the buildings will be, all the way down to here, and you can see obviously it'll need terraforming done, so maybe I'll have to get rid of some of these trees as well. Add in a few more trees over here, and foliage. I moved all my shulker boxes into the ironworks, and then yeah, you can see the foliage, and I had an idea that because the train station will be over there, I have a path either probably leading through this part of the trees and curving round. But yeah, I want to put in the farms and the layouts. So I've got a bunch of blue wool to see where buildings will go, and then maybe I'll want to know what I did, and then I made these two little piers so that maybe I could have some bolts here. But yeah, obviously all these torches will go once I have finished it, but I want to have it as lit up as much as possible. So yeah, and then we got a staircase here, and I already know I want to have a super smelter around here, maybe a couple blocks in front of this. So I'll lay it all out, but I first need to sleep. Okay, so I want to have a reasonable amount of blocks in front so that it can easily be accessible, and then probably a decent amount back. And I obviously have this as an odd number, so, because then it makes roofs easier. I could do it as 2, it wouldn't make too much of a difference, but I prefer having a 1 block center because I think it looks a bit better. I have made the super smelter and the cactus farm. The chest is currently just down there. I'll hook up drop a line to get it up to here in between episodes probably, and I'll add more trees in between episodes. But yeah, we got the super smelter, which is very temporary. I'm gonna try and do some buildings for the next episode. I'll just talk you through what I've got. So we're gonna have a fish and chip shop here. I'm not sure about what will go there, but then if we come this way, we've got 4 terraced houses, we've got a boat repair shop, we've got the fishing shop, and then over there is going to be a supermarket. So yeah, and then obviously we're going to have these 2 buildings, probably in the same colour scheme as this. Maybe a bit, maybe different, maybe not, but because I want this top section to be more factory based, I'll probably have them the same. All the top buildings will be the same colour scheme and colour palette as this, and then the bottom part will be different. So yeah, I think this is the start of a really nice area. I also probably decided I'm probably going to change up where the path to the train station will go. It'll probably wrap around here, so I'll also add that in between episodes. But now we can see just what this area will look like now. I hope you can start seeing the plan that I've begun to lay out, and obviously this will wrap around this part, maybe 1 or 2 more buildings, probably not much, and then it'll just, the forest will curve around here, probably up to there, maybe, that's what I'm hoping, and then the bottom part as well, wrap around this bit, probably cut off this part, and yeah, but thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.